Hi crafters, and welcome to another episode with Wangeshi. It's Wangeshi Creative Studios, and I'm super excited to bring you yet another crafting episode as we continue with crafting, and I am just going to get right into it. So today we'll be continuing with trying the white Portland cement. It's already here. I had already put some here, and here are before we go through the episode, I wanted to show you what we created last time, which I said I was going to do the demolding on the shorts, or you can watch it on TikTok or Instagram. And here is how it turned out. So what happened is, this is what it was. This is the color, the base color that it was. So here on this side, what happened is I just took my paint and I painted it on this side just to give it another kind of look, to just be artsy with it and just make it look different and not too boring. So that's what happened with this, and you can see that the white Portland cement came out very, very, very nice, and I am super happy about the results. And I definitely know what to do with this kind of craft when I'm doing them, and what not to do. So I've definitely learned so much throughout the process. So this is how it came out, and I'm excited about this. And then this is another one that I got to do, and I got to use my paints again to be able to do to be able to paint in the middle, to just give it also another kind of different look, not to have it too boring with just one color. So this is what I did, and I'm going to do more, so I'm going to get to show you more of that. But however, I just wanted to show you how this turned out. And this is actually not the epoxy casting powder. This is the white Portland cement. I know you might confuse them, but no, this is actually the white Portland cement. And this one is shiny because what happened is I used varnish to varnish this. That is why it looks like this. So I use varnish, and you can use varnish to be able to give your item a nice finish. And this is the varnish that I'm using. This is the varnish I am using. And you know, with the varnish you also have to mix it with water and have a good ratio for it. So you have to just learn how to use the varnish to be able to give it a nice touch. It's just the same as epoxy casting powder or the resin. It has a ratio as well, and you just learn those things as you use resin or epoxy or the casting powder, because I have used also the varnish on my items that I've made with the white Portland cement, apart from this one only because I wanted to paint on it first, and I'll use the varnish because I want this to have like a matte look, and then this will have like a clear look. So you'll get to see the finish of this once I'm done. And today what I wanted us to do, putting this aside, is I wanted us to try and make a ball using the white Portland cement. Now, if you have watched some of my shots, I know you have already seen that I've already used this mold to be able to create balls using the resin, and they are so beautiful. These are some of the balls that I have made using the resin, and this is so gorgeous. And there are two of those. They're there. However, I have not tried to make a ball using the white Portland cement or the eco powder, but today because I am continuing with using the eco powder, not the eco powder, but the white cement, that is why I have chosen to try and make this. So we are just going to get into it, and then we are going to see how it turns out. Yesterday I got to pour another mold. I got to pour a vase yesterday. I haven't yet posted that video, that short, because it's a short. However, I have posted it on TikTok and Instagram, and go on TikTok and find me there. It's Wangeshi Creative Studio, or on Instagram. So I got to pour that yesterday, so we will demold it and see how it turns out. I'm crossing my fingers that it does well, because the other one literally broke. I've had really many challenges with the casting powder, no, not the casting powder, but the white Portland cement. Anyway, so we are going to try this today. So I'm just going to prepare it, and
your name in my chest, like rain on glass, quiet and warm, I let it last. Your smile comes back when I close my eyes, soft as a hand that calms the fight. And I don't need much, just that one look, it breaks me open in the best way. The thought of you fills my heart.
so I just finished mixing the white Portland cement with water and some color, but I don't like the color, so I'm going to dip a little bit of these watercolors in there, and I think I'm just going to actually start buying more watercolors for all, you know, the pigments for the white Portland cement, because I think I need to get specific ones that are going to be strong to be able to color the white Portland cement enough. And I'm not going to lie, it's very tough. I had to literally like go off the camera to be able to mix it, and I just actually broke my container, because that's how tough it can be to mix, especially if you're going to mix the right ratio to avoid your item breaking. So it's a bit tough. I'm not going to even sugarcoat that. So anyway, we've already done it, and this was already prepared, and I am not going to add a lot more of alcohol in there to avoid problems as well. So we are just going to pour into this and see if we can actually make a little concrete bowl, and then we are going to demold it again in the shorts. So do watch out for the shorts. If the shorts are delayed, do go on my TikTok or Instagram, Wangeshi Creative Studios, to be able to see some of these items and the ones that are updated. That's where I usually post, because it's easy to post the shorts. Today I wanted to explain how they turned out and what I was able to do with the items that I already made, and how I was able to achieve a nice finish with the varnish, and also how I was able to use the my paint to be able to paint it. These are ideas that you can be able to use on your crafts as well, and anything that you're doing. So just go outside the box, think outside the box, and just be creative and see what you can be able to do with your creation, so that it is not just boring or just one color. You can just paint. Actually, you can just do the cement its own color and then paint on top of it. So yeah, these are things that you can do. So you just have to think outside the box. So for me here now, and also as you've seen, I always, most of the 99% of the time, I have to wear my mask where I'm using this Portland cement, because it's so dusty and you're inhaling all that stuff, and it can be really bad.
The thought of you makes me start tender and true, right from the first touch. The thought of you is more than enough. in a crowded room. It pulls me near like a tide in bloom. My lonely edge goes quiet, and then when you come close, I let you in. And I don't need much, just that one look, it breaks me open in the bed.
So here we have what we have poured in our bowl, and this is what our bowl looks like. And I don't know if you can see, there is so much bubbles up here. This is why I'm tapping it, because I do not want to spray on top of it, because I don't want any kind of like I don't want it not to dry very well, not to cure well. So I'd rather just tap. You can continuously tap for like 10 minutes for the bubbles to like come out, and it helps a lot. And because I have some left, I'm going to pour into this as well. So I'm just waiting for it to dry, because I just poured the alcohol in there, and I want it to be dry before I pour the white cement. And this is what it's looking like now, and I am hoping that it dries, it cures very well, and that it doesn't leave like pigments in there that are not dry to stain the mold, because that's what happened to the other molds. However, they're still usable, they just stained, yeah. So for me, I don't find that much of a problem. Anyway, this is what it's ended up looking like. And please do watch watch my shorts to see the demolds and also other things that I do not get to post on my long form videos. And do check out my Instagram and TikTok account, Wangeshi Creative Studios. Go over there and please follow me, and I hope you have enjoyed us creating this little ball, and I will see you in the next crafts.